Okay, so let's jump into our next segment. We wanted to do a very quick sous vide review.
Yes.
So why don't we go ahead? This is the, which sous vide one is this?
This is the Madagascar.
This is the Madagascar vodka?
Yes, and
Okay.
it smells lovely. The color is just right.
So,
just give a quick recap of how old it is. And
so this extract is now only 1 month old. We made this extract right before, like 3 days before our last live a month ago. We made this. It was one of the first extracts that we made in a sous vide. So the Gingrich method, if you search, and of course Amy DeLong is all over it. She's already posted it. But the Paul Gingrich method utilizes the sous vide to expedite extract making. And so we created extracts in the sous vide, and we tasted them for the first time ever live on this event. And they were good. They were definitely more advanced than like 6-month-old extracts that we compared them with. So they definitely had advanced further.
by a lot.
But they still had like a bite. Like they weren't ready yet.
Well, and Paul says that. They
Yep.
won't be ready, he said another month or two.
Well, 3 months is what Paul recommends. So we promised that we would come back in this show and just do a quick taste test. So this was made in the sous vide about a month ago, maybe 5 weeks ago. And it has now been sitting for a month. So we're using the Shannon Adams taste test method.
And I'm just doing a couple tiny little spoonfuls here, and I'm going to mix that up.
And we're going to let it kind of sit in the milk for a minute. You kind of after you stir it in the milk, you let it sit for about 30 seconds, just so it kind of permeates and the fats can kind of absorb it all. And this, again, helps you taste the extract the way that it will taste when it's actually in whatever it is that you're cooking. Smell-wise,
smell,
it's a lot better than when we first brought it out. There's less of a bite.
Mm-hmm.
That was how I described it.
I don't even smell much alcohol.
I can still smell a little bit of the alcohol.
But not,
a little bit of kind of the woodiness. After 1 month, a little of the woodiness of the beans. But that, if you had handed that to me, I would think that that's a 8-month-old extract, something like that. So here we go. Cheers. 1 month later. Okay. Oh my gosh. That is really, really good.
But
what do you think?
I still think it needs a little time.
It's funny, like we have a different view. Like I don't get the bite. I get the vanilla sweetness.
It is good, but I think it's
still a little young.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting maybe that vodka bite that maybe it's still a little young, but that is really good. So check back in. We'll do it again next month. We'll see where they're at. So if you're in a hurry to have extracts ready for the holidays, you've still got time. If you use a sous vide, put that in, let it sit for, this is 1 month. We'll let it sit for 2 more months. So ours will be ready in December. And so we'll be anxious to see what that tastes like in December. But that's a great way to sort of speed up the process and get extracting a little bit faster if you want to use a sous vide.
If you want it ready for Christmas. Also, I know I've said this before, but you can gift vanilla that isn't finished to friends and family. It's another way for them to just kind of see how the process works. You can let them know, hey, shake it ever so often, and let them know when it will be finished. But then they can see kind of how the process works, and then you might have another vanilla friend to go making vanilla with.
So Marianne asked the question, can you do the sous vide method on beans that have been in rum for a couple of months? Absolutely. Absolutely. So look up on our website. In fact, if you scroll up in the comments, you'll see that it was posted by Amy DeLong, Maine, the Paul Gingrich sous vide method. And you can absolutely use the beans that have been sitting in rum for a while to sort of expedite the process. You'll still probably want to let it sit for a month or 2 months, maybe the full 3 months afterwards, but you can. Coming in late, it's okay, Michelle Rhodes. We are just glad to have you. Late, early, whatever. We're glad that you're here. The recipe for the sous vide, just scroll up and you'll see it. Oh, Amy DeLong posted again. You don't have to scroll up. You can scroll down, and Maddie's posting it as well. So we got it all. Roxanne, okay. Info's on the site. Okay, I think we've answered all of those questions. So Paul Gingrich, again, you have changed the way that we view vanilla extract making thanks to your sous vide method. We talk about you, and we talk about this method all the time. So Paul, thank you for the impact you've had on us and our group.
Yeah,